Hello, here's an update on Jacob Adoram's row to Australia. And you can see here that over the past, see, these are red dots are day to day. That's 1 day really slow, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, about 7 days. So for the past week, it's been a setback, and that's because the currents were both pushing him up this way, and the winds were pushing him up that way, or being very light, and letting the current do the job. But anyway, it was a long haul here for a while, but somewhat underway again, at least down, sort of starting underway. But there's nothing real exciting on the horizon. Let's just take a quick look at how we view this. One thing we have done is updated the currents. Let's see over here on the left. Here's the see, we moved. Now this is the final. You're looking at the current pattern all the way to destination in Cairns. And so you see that right now he's got light, according to these models. We don't know if this is really true or not, but according to these models, you got current sort of setting towards the west in the Artoff's model. And in the Oscar model, it's the same thing. So they're both kind of showing current going this way. And keep in mind again that the Oscar is a little bit more a measure of the current as much as a direct computation, but it's still computed, and it's an average over the past 8 days. It shows this sort of strong band of current right here. This is over a knot, maybe 1.5 knots here. Let's see if the Artoff shows it. Look, see, the Artoff's does too. Something like that, something like that. They go back and forth. You see Artoff's got this band right here, and then Oscar. So they both are showing something very strong over there. Now, hopefully, there's none of that he's going to get into, but it just shows you that these two different approaches to the current are consistent, which means that if you actually are sailing in this world, you could probably expect something like that to happen, and you would keep an eye out for it. So that's the currents. If we look at the A-scat winds, here, let's see, you see, here's what the problem is. He's in a big boat. He really needs to have the wind behind him, pushing him where he wants to go. And he's just in no wind here. That's just no wind. And this is a recent live data. This is not a forecast or a model. That's live data. Let's see if this other passed too. There was a little bit more. This one was March 21st. Let's see, Zulu, March 21st, 2 o'clock. Oh, this is only March 20. I'm sitting here now in Seattle time, 2100 on March the 20th. 2100, a little after 9 p.m. And this went by. This is now at 2 hours. March 21st, Zulu. That's only 2 hours old. So right now, as I sit now looking at this is what his wind is. It's just totally confused, no wind. He's basically in no wind. So let's go back and see what the sea state forecasts are. Here are the waves. Here's a total wave height. Total wave height. And this is dark blue. Go back over here. That's 1.5 meters. So that must be a swell. Let's see if these are long periods. Yeah, green. Well, it's not that long. Oh, yeah, green, 10 seconds. They're sort of, these are basically swells here. These are basically ocean swells, relatively low swells. And that you'll see too in the forecasts. I don't think we're going to see anything at all on the horizon here. This is a trough, or this is a monsoon trough that went by here, and that was sort of probably sucked up all his wind, and that's, that might have been what caused the wind to go away. I missed it as it actually went by him. But looking clear out 3 days, there's nothing there. Okay, so then let me just remind you how we can do more sophisticated analysis. I can just grab his latest position. Let's say, I don't know what it is. Let's say it's this one. Remember how I do this? I just get this info. Nope, that's not right. Excuse me, cancel. Excuse me. I just go in here, copy it, copy this, Command C. Then you go back to luck grib. Here's the luck grib, and we go up to add it, and then you can just put it here, Command V, and then enter. And that just added a new position report. Oh, okay. So I had just done this a minute ago. I just showed you. So it said it was already in there. And then here's his position. And then again, this is, I can update this file, but this has just been updated. So this doesn't have new data either. So I did this just before I started the video. And so here's the data. And if you watch, here's his boat. And I've changed the boat speed since he's going so slow. I dropped it to 1.5, which is a little bit even optimistic now. But anyway, 1.5 knots going in the direction he wants to go. And if that's the case, we can just progress what's going. Oh, what are we looking at? Let me be careful here. Right now, we're just looking at squalls. This is a composite reflectivity. It simulates a radar reflectivity. So this is squalls. So looking ahead, you see, bang, there's a little bit of squall activity right around here. That's tomorrow, tomorrow. And then after that, he's not got any really major squall. There's another one coming by, a few squalls, and then like that. So you're bound to see squalls no matter where you are in the ocean. Here, in this place here, he's going to see squalls. And then so we can get rid of that and go back up and turn off the squalls and look at the wind and maybe put that on the wind. And look at, and you see going along here, there's just no wind. So there's a little bit of wind for a day or for a few hours, but then there's just no wind. So he's clawing his way down there. Now, that also is interesting as he claws his way down here. Now, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next week sometime, he's down here having a deal about getting around some land. So that'll be interesting, and we'll come back. But we have to be hopeful that he gets down there. And it's been a slow slug. So anyway, I'll put this note up there, and you can remember to look at the Google Earth, and you can vary all those parameters there.